Hello everyone, it's Cress, aka Lady Taka, and it is time for this week's thrift store finds and rummage sale finds haul video. And this is for the week of July 20th through the 25th. And I did pretty well this week, I have to say. I'm not going to go in order, I'm just going to try and go by category, I guess. So I'm going to start with the records I got, and these are all for keeps. I'm keeping all these. I do have a record player in my house. So these first three are ones I picked just because the covers, and I like jazz, so I figured it wouldn't be bad. So we have this Suite for violin and jazz piano, and they're eating banana splits, although it's pretty close to a hot fudge sundae, which is one of the holidays today. Then we have them picnicking, and they had a nice cool garage, so these records were well. I was stopped at another rummage sale and they had their records baking in the sun, and I went, well, those are ruined. So this is the Picnic Suite, piano and guitar and flute. And then this one's the more risque one. It's Suite for flute and jazz piano. And they're in bed together. Little risque there. Then this one actually has a pretty cool cover. It's in the plastic still. But you got like this Abe Lincoln looking devil thing on here. This is Genesis album. It is A Trick of the Tail. And the back even has more great art. And then I didn't have this Elvis one, so I got Fun in Acapulco. And then, amazingly, a spaghetti western album not done by the one guy. This is a Bandolero. Film had James Stewart and Raquel Welch in it, composed by Jerry Goldsmith. And then a copy of the movie soundtrack to My Fair Lady. I have the musical soundtrack, so it'll be slightly different. This is my favorite find. It was actually my first find. It's Mae West singing, and I don't think I've heard more than a snippet of it, and I mean, it's got to be worth it just for her singing Frankie and Johnny. Annie the musical. Dreamgirls the musical. And another appropriate day carousel, because it is carousel day, as in the horse carousel. But so all those cost me $7, and I'm keeping them. On to breakables. So I'm only showing you one, and I'm not even going to try in this light to get my UV light to show you it, yes, does indeed glow. They're sherbet cups. I have 6 of them, and they are marked Federal, which is why I rescued them for 59 cents a piece minus 20%. So I will probably sell those because I don't have that much room for my uranium. I'm still selling some other uranium lots right now of sherbets, but this is a different style completely than the other ones. But I had to save them. Oh, by the way, it's so hot here. It is 96 today, and that doesn't usually happen in the UP. So this I picked up today for 50 cents. It's just a spoon rest. I probably will keep it because I always need a spoon rest, but it's very nice redware pottery. So for 50 cents, I thought it was a good deal. Then today for a quarter, cute little treasure craft apple trinket dish, I guess. It doesn't have a dent in it for a cigarette, although you could probably use it as an ashtray. I got this at a rummage sale that was a free sale. She just put out a table and left. So this is a balloons mug. I thought that was cute, and I thought it was appropriate because earlier in the week I found these balloon wall hangers and a set of crayons, all in 4 colors for $1.50. I probably will split them into their sets because they're 2 different companies and the colors don't match. But I thought that was kind of funny that balloons were chasing me for the week. This I picked up today. They charge 50 cents each, the little salt and pepper pots. They are by Lego. And not only do they still have their sticker, but they're marked and they are signed. Here, Lorraine something, Bernard. Yeah, this one has a signature and this one has a number. So I'll have to investigate those some, but I just thought they were cute. Primary red colors. A lot of people love using red in their kitchens. Then my fun lusterware find for the week. I got this at Goodwill. It was $1.99 minus my 20%. It is made in Japan, and I haven't been able to figure out if this is like the mark of a regular brand, like this raised star, or if it just serves the purpose of making sure the middle has some extra support. But it was so interesting. It's got a few manufacturer's defects on it, but it's not chipped or cracked or anything. But it's like a conch shell shape, and it's definitely been hand painted on the flowers. I don't buy much lusterware, but I was just so intrigued because I'd never seen a shell dish in this particular shape. So I figured for less than $2 I could give it a go selling this. Then this will probably end up on my bar. It was $1, less than $1, and it's just like a tequila rose strawberry cream. Naughty never tasted so nice, tequila rose. But it's got this really cool drawing of the lady on it. Kind of hard to see on the clear glass, but it reminds me of really cool tattoo art. And then similarly for my alcohol-related collection, I found a shot glass that's actually in this series, and they're like little cowboys on here, which is funny because today's Cowboy Day, and I picked up a different cowboy yesterday. So this is it says one for the road, and the one I have that goes with this is don't drink and drive, and he's holding like the donkey's tails. The donkey pulls him. So I got this because I couldn't figure it out. They had a candle in it, and there's definitely some wax residue and some heat residue in the inside. So apparently it's a really weird candle. But at first, he looked like a freaking snowman to me. And then I'm like, well, that's kind of like a cowboy hat. And then I'm like, it's got that great speckled look that Otakari would use a lot. But it's like, I don't know, they must have put a sheet of paper on the bottom because there's like this red paper on the bottom, but no markings at all. And he's just intriguing to me. Paid $1.25 for him to do some research on, apparently. And then I got this pretty little picture. It's really quite little, but it has pretty etched birds on it and some cattails. Good thing I have that door behind me for you to kind of see them. And it's got that handle that's all mid-century. Like the Georges Briard picture I found has this where it doesn't fully attach. It's not broken. They've designed it not to fully attach. Why you always want to pick up from the bottom too, because it's only attached on the bottom of the handle. But I don't see a signature on it. I paid probably $1 because I've got 3 items and my total was like $2.83 from that store. So, and then along the alcohol theme, I may sell this. If it doesn't sell, I will not be sad. It'll go on my bar, and I have to soak this off because they put the tape a little too far. But it says, "Try our hick booze" on one side, and the other side says "corn squeezings aged in the woods." So it's like a moonshine jug, and this was 25% off today. So it's just really cute mug. It's from Japan. It's by Devar. So, and there's no chips or cracks or anything. So I will probably attempt to sell this, and if it doesn't, it will sit on my bar until it sells, or it doesn't. That bar set I had hanging on my wall, that tool set finally sold this summer. Been there for like 8 months. And this glass, this I also only paid $1 for. because it was buy one, get one. This is like almost like an apothecary jar, but like it's a stacked apothecary jar. It's by Pagoda. It's still in its original box. I don't think anyone ever used it. There's still the freaking inserts and everything, so I will attempt to sell that. But it's very cute. You put 3 types of candy up. Then at another sale, I found this, and normally with Department 56, it's like I find, you know, a house from my dad's village, but I found this, and I didn't even know what it was. I didn't even read it that close. I was just like, that is really cool. He's not chipped or cracked. They only wanted $1 for him. Still has his padded box. So I will try some. He ends up being like a candle snuffer or something, because it's Candle Crown Collections. And it's the King of Hearts from Alice in Wonderland. But he's very detailed and looks very cool. And in original box, fingers still intact. All good. I mean, really, that's a cushioned sweet box. Like, that's been designed for him. And then at that free sale, I found this cute little thing. It's a Tooth Fairy box. And it's just a really cute little box. Here, let me squeeze that out of there. I actually did a really good job of wrapping it. So it's just a little tiny box. This must be the girl version because it's got pink bow. I hate that. I so OD'd on pink as a kid because there were only 2 girl colors when I was a kid. Pink and purple. And my cousin Marie was older and she'd already picked purple. So I had everything in pink. But I figured if it doesn't sell, it would be a cute thing to bring to my dentist one day. Which, no, I haven't rescheduled my last appointment that everyone's appointments got canceled for. Probably should, but I'm kind of ashamed because, you know, it's really hard to get yourself to brush your teeth when you're covering your mouth all the time with a mask. It really is. It's very difficult to motivate yourself to keep up with my dental routine. But it's very cute. Still has the box. It's by Papel. I didn't know if it was the boy or girl. I just got it because I thought it was cute and it was free. All right. Still a lot to go through. Oh, so hot. My air conditioning died. Well, it's blowing out just a little air, but not in this room because Dad vented it all to the main living space. Still, he tried to block out the vent to my room, which is in the basement, but my room is going to feel really good to sleep in tonight. I'm probably the only one who's going to get a good night's sleep. All right, so I did get another candle holder because it reminded me of Balik. It is actually from Ireland. It's by Dongle, and when I looked it up, Dongle and Balik did merge at some point, it looks like, or work together on projects, but this isn't marked Balik at all. But it's just a cute little candle holder you put in the back and light it up. So I will try to sell this, but in the meantime, I'll just put it amongst Dad's village collection. Some more castle-like structure. We'll have a tower off of it. So I do believe it is actually possibly Dongle Castle, like from a tower from that actual castle, but that the whole company was named that, but it hasn't even lost its sticker yet. So I think I paid half of 75 because it was get half off on yellow tags, and then I got this. So he also was whatever half of 75 is. And he is confusing the hell out of me. All right, so he's obviously a horse with a little flower in his mouth. His eyes are scary as hell to me because he doesn't have pupils. He is totally marked man, 1977, Japan. And I can't find any information about him online, whether he's a certain character from a show or anything, but he was so cute with the flower in his mouth. And I figured it's a horse, so, you know, portion of my sale will go to Sunrise Animal Sanctuary because that's definitely a horse sanctuary. So the horse things, actually, they rescue more than horses. They rescue a lot of farm animals. So, and then anything that's like pet related, like Garfield here, goes to you, Pops. And this I only spent $1 on, and I grabbed it up because I sold another year's of this. This one's 7881 copyright. I think the other one was slightly older, like may have been 79, because the cake and him weren't up close. He was actually holding it out a little more. I already sold a similar one with manufacturer's defects, and this one's, I didn't see any real manufacturer's defects on it, for 15 already, so I snagged him because I know he'll sell. And the non-animal figurine I bought, where the only thing I could find wrong is a small little chip on her tiara, is this like autumn fairy, and she will go in my collection. So she was $1.50 with 20% off, and I cannot get that sticker away, so it's not important. I know who made it. It's going in my collection, so I have a small fairy collection. More animals. I only paid 59 cents for this. I tried to take the sticker off and the little thing on the bottom was gone. So with it, so it had a little more of a base, but we think it was like maybe a ring holder, but it didn't really have like a whole base like normal holders do. It just had this, but his tail looks like it'd be a great ring holder. I have no idea of its age. It's solid metal. He's just a very cute dog. Keeping to the dogs, pick these up for $1. Just two, one sitting, one laying. Little tiny bits of paint loss here and there, but no real chips. And they're Germany by Airfilia. I haven't looked them up at all, but I had to rescue them. Similar fashion, I got this with my 20% off, so it was 80 cents, which is good because when I took off the sticker, it turns out they were covering a broken foot, which is sad because now I definitely can't sell it with broken foot. So he's going to go into my collection, but he's a hand-painted Fenton mouse. Look at that detailing. And literally, I couldn't tell it was broken with the sticker on at all. I could see the signature, though. They'd been gracious enough not to cover a signature for once. And this one's signed S. Hughes. So he's going to sit next to my very similar colored glass squirrel with a broken foot, so they can commiserate together. And then I rescued this Lefton cat for $1.25. I do well with figurines. This one's a little bigger than I normally get. It'll probably be sitting next to that larger dog I got last week for a while. But blue eyes, calico light cat. Ooh, don't do that. Then this I rescued for, let's see, $1.60. It is a nativity animal camel made exclusively for home interiors, but I was surprised he was so well taken care of, and there was absolutely no other home interiors nativity scenes things, so I just thought I'd rescue him, put him online, and see if someone broke theirs and needed a replacement, because he definitely needs a new home. Do not forget the stuff on the floor. Okay, will do. So when I went to go in and I bought some fragile things, they were having a buy one get one shirts and clothing sale. So to wrap some of my stuff in for about $1 a piece, I got this hilarious Jesus riding a dinosaur. Hilarious. And even though I haven't been working, I've just been doing thrifting and selling crafts and that online. I do normally for the summer when it's this hot, and I would have been working today and tomorrow but they haven't called me in yet. I do usually wear Hawaiian shirts all summer, and this is the coolest Corvette shirt I've seen. And it's got many different little styles of Corvette on it, and then palm trees. So I really hope that fits right, because there wasn't a point to trying on everything. All right, so at that free sale, there were a few toys I decided to rescue. They're both Space Jam, Taz, and one of the aliens that they play. Alien monster thingies. These were in a free box. Figured I could attempt to sell them and find them a new home. A chipmunk, a squirrel, and a raccoon. And they're very simple. They just have nail holes in the back. I figured I could rescue them, though. All right. A few books. And I will do my best find of the week last. So this I got on Monday for probably 48 cents, I think it works out. And it is from Sputnik to Space Shuttle, and it into the new space age. And it was really appropriate because Monday was Moon Day for the moonwalk. So this says, bound to stay, bound book since 1920. It was a Gilbert Elementary School library book at one point, but I don't think anyone ever checked it out. They tore out the thing they had the checkout on, but the spine's not even cracked. Like, I can only open the page that far. That's how much they haven't cracked it. So I kind of just got it because it was funny to find space related for a space holiday, but it kind of looks cool too. And I found another Elf book. This was actually free because the Pack Rats, their store here, does first 3 kids books for free. So now I have 2 of these. So not the same one. I have another Elf. I don't remember them when I was a kid. And then I got 2 Disney books because I was inspired because I actually sold my Pocahontas one that are this size this week. So this I paid 95 cents for. This is a Mouseworks Disney's Hunchback of Notre Dame. And a Lion King. And I only pick them up if they're not written all over, and I wouldn't blame a kid for doing that because I know I did it as a kid. All right, this is the first time I've ever found video game figures where they actually sold me the console piece you need to play and a video game. So I do not know if I can play this though. I have a Nintendo Wii, but I am not sure if the Nintendo Wii U disc will work. But it's there, and I only paid $5 for the bag. And look, an infinity stand, so your 2 players can go against each other. And I almost didn't get it because I kind of have this one already. But I do think I have a different base on mine. It's the same position though. But if nothing else, I'm sure I can find a home for Dash. And then Wreck-It Ralph. Nothing else. I will display them as figures. Plus, I do know they sell pretty well if you want to sell them. A Sully. Captain Jack Sparrow. Mr. Incredible. Mike Wazowski. I actually have a little figure of Mike Wazowski, like, doing comedy on the mic. And then there's just some little pieces you must need to play something. This has the Monsters University logo, the Incredibles logo, the Pirate logo. Yeah, so apparently that's why they're all together in this bag. Although Wreck-It Ralph's not on that little thing, so. But they are good quality figurines just on that. But I couldn't believe they were selling these parts for $5 with them because I've gone to one sale and someone's asking $5 a figure. So, all right. Gotta be careful with this box. All right. And the other cool thing I found, which I will put this puzzle on the very bottom because I'll probably want to do it in November to sell into December. It is a Hanukkah Festival of Lights puzzle. Never seen a Hanukkah puzzle before. So that's cool. And then my ultimate finds of the week. So this was the day I had 20% off. I found this box first. So it's a collector set. Unfortunately, they put a sticker right on that, and they'd already lost one of the pink stones off of it, but I'm sure it'll hold its value pretty well. This is a Just the Right Shoe by Rain limited edition set, and they are complete in there. But then there was a box on the shelf underneath that said shoe figurine collection. So what do? I get my pocket knife out and I open the box. And there's definitely a good portion of Just Right by Shoes by Rain. And it was $6 minus my 20%. So I think I paid $7 for all of this. And there were some surprises in there because there was a couple furnitures I didn't know they did in their line. So they had this King Louis inspired chair whose legs are a little loose. So I'm probably going to keep that to display like an action figure on. Because I found that the lounge chair works particularly well for putting small figurines on. He's a little skinny though. But I can have the Wolfman lounging around. So I think I'm actually going to keep the chairs. But I'll sell the shoes because I know I did well the last time I sold them on eBay. The ones I bought last time were a little newer though, so these ones are a little older. I could technically list them, most of them on Etsy, except I think the baby shoes. But I'm not kidding at this box, and I only had one total failure one where I'm not even showing you. It was a cowboy boot, and it was already repaired once and broke again. And it wasn't even by Rain, it was the generic. There's a couple generics in here, so this is a generic one. Beaded. Then we have Red Devil. Va-Va-Voom. The one I don't know how I'll ever ship without it breaking, the Ballet Slipper. But it amazingly isn't broke already. Another generic one, which I'll just throw in on a lot. This one is called Ladylike. It's kind of a blue suede shoe look. This one's called Pavé. Those little rhinestones on it. Although it does look like one rhinestone is missing on one side, I just noticed. I do list any flaws when I do it. Like the last time I picked them up, they had them in a plastic bag in the toys section. So I salvaged 10. There were 7 in great condition and 3 that were like this was cracked or something, and you could still display them. So, but let's see. This one is called Patricia in Plum. This one is Promenade. This one is Rose Court. This one is the cool tap shoe. It is called Toe Tappin'. And it actually has taps on it, which I absolutely love that. And this one's kind of the Sleeping Beauty inspired one. It's called Courageous Rose. I was more careful than them putting them back in the box. All right, and similar to that box set I have, there was a loose purse with a shoe. These are called Fruity, and you'll see why when I put it up close. So you have like a lemon, watermelon, grapes, orange, banana, and those are all represented on the purse as well. So I'll sell those as a set. Then this one's called Rio, which I actually guessed before I looked at the bottom because it's those classic Rio Carnival colors. Then there was a flip-flop in there, which is called Mahalo. So like a Hawaiian theme. Then there's these cute little baby slipper ones, shoes, one pink, one blue. Those are the newer ones. And then the rest are kind of boot style. So this is Victorian ankle boot. Just gonna slide that back in. This one, unfortunately, is a little chipped up, but I figure they can display it this way and you can't even tell. but I will note it in the listing. It's called Opera Boot. So great detailing on this side, so at least it didn't ship on the side with the great detailing. This one's the most destroyed that I still will put in a lot because you can display it the other way, but you can see there's a huge chip right by the zipper, which kind of sucks because that's probably the way you'd want to display it, but it still looks interesting from this way. And it especially sucks because this U animal U is one of the rarer ones. So of course, they had to break that one. Then we have a classic looking cowboy boot. Don't drop it. It's called Mostly Matisse. And just two more. This one is called Snakeskin Wrap. And the last one, and the final item of the day, is called Purple Dream. So I will be selling those in lots between eBay and Etsy. I'll try not to overload the market too much. Wonder what that was to. Little top to a bed or something. It doesn't look like it's part of those chairs. But that is everything. So thank you for watching. Another long one this week, past the 30-minute mark. I'll leave my links to my Etsy, my eBay down below.